Day 71 on the CDT. I am out of my tent. I slept so good by the sound of the waterfall last night. It actually stopped raining for a little bit and I came and enjoyed it before it got dark last night. But I was on trail yesterday at 6 o'clock. I am just getting out of my tent this morning at 6, so pretty tired. Big day yesterday, but I have another big day today. I'm getting ready to climb up 3,800 feet to the top of Gray's Peak and then back down under 10,000 feet, and then I have another 3,500 foot climb after that. And the top of that second climb would be 24 miles. If I can make it that far, that would be amazing. Leave me as few miles into Berthoud Pass tomorrow as possible. But still got to get packed up, find some time to dry out my tent today. It got pretty wet last night, but at least it stopped raining and it looks beautiful so far today. I don't see any clouds in the skies. Hopefully I get good weather up on top of the summit today and we can just keep kicking it. Let's go. This is my last water source before I get up and over Gray's Peak. I probably did not drink enough water last night and this morning. As beautiful as that waterfall was last night, the water was very iron tasting, so less than refreshing. So drank a little bit here, filling up a couple liters to get me up and over the mountain, and hopefully it'll be better tasting on the other side. Made it up out of the valley. I'm up on the ridge line. Beautiful views. I am heading this way. First hitting Mount Edwards here, this little hump, and then going to the top of Gray's Peak right there. The other one is Torres. That's a side trip you can do if you want. Not feeling it today, but I'm hoping this weather holds out. Not hearing any thunder or seeing any lightning, so we're gonna keep moving forward. But awesome views. Behind me, I came up right over this hill. This is the Argentine Spine. And I wish I could have done that, but timing and water and weather yesterday just wasn't in my favor. So unfortunately, I had to drop down below at the 10,000 feet and do the climb again this morning. That does drop down a little bit on the spine, but not as far as I had to, and it's a little bit shorter of mileage, but I love my miles. But gonna keep going here. I got a hell of a climb still, but gonna be amazing. Let's just try to stay dry. Mount Edwards, 13,851. Whew, hard climbing today in this altitude. Takes my breath away. This is some amazing trail. Definitely slow going, not your normal backpacking trail. I don't know the classes of mountaineering, but this feels like some sort of mountaineering. I'm hand over fist climbing some of this stuff, and I feel like if you fall, it's not just a sprained ankle, it's something much worse. But mountain goats in the distance, marmots, pikas, flowers somehow growing in these rocks. What a day. Up on Gray's Peak, 14,254. Highest point on the CDT. Should be all downhill to Canada from here. That was a long, slow climb up to Gray's. Took me 5 hours to do 7.5 miles. So I don't know, my 24-mile goal is looking less likely. But I have 6.5 miles of down. I need to try to make up some time here. But it's also just about 12 o'clock, so I need to eat some lunch. And I'd like to dry my rain fly out at the same time. But as you can see, it's not very sunny out. But hopefully once I drop down here a little bit, I can find a spot with either some sun or breeze to get some things dried out. Just stopped for lunch, pushed a little further. It's almost 2 o'clock, but I'm about 12 miles in. I got my tent and rain fly drying out over there. It's been sprinkling on me a little bit today, but there's a nice breeze, so hopefully it'll dry out real quick while I'm eating. Eating like a civilized human here. I got a nice little table. But I'd like to make it to 12 miles today. Not sure if I'll get that far, but as far up at this next climb I can make it, the better. But want to get a campsite with either water, a view, or a fire tonight. So yeah, last night out on this little stretch, but want to make it as far as I can today. I am at camp, all set up. I got 2 of the 3 things I wanted. I got water over here, and I got a little campfire going, but it's been raining off and on. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to get to hang out here, but it just ended up stopping. Only got 20 miles in. It started sprinkling on me, and I could see that I was getting above tree line and didn't want to deal with that. So found this nice spot in the trees with a fire ring and thought I'd call it a day. But what a crazy start to the day. Crazy climbing, awesome views. And then once I came down from Gray's Peak, it was a lot of nothing. I walked on a bike path for like 4 miles and crossed under Interstate 70 and just kind of walked through the woods the rest of the afternoon. So not much going on, but cooking up my dinner, enjoying the fire, and about 17 miles from Berthoud Pass. So I'd like to get up and get out of here in the morning and try to get into Winter Park as early as I can tomorrow. But yeah, gonna enjoy my night, do it all again tomorrow.